Wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. We made it, man. We made it. We are almost there, almost Friday, but we did make it through that hump day into Thursday. Today was that one day, even for me, I was at work. I was kind of feeling a little disgruntled, like I didn't want to be there. Luckily, they let me off about 30 minutes early, so it wasn't as bad and just thugged it through. How you feeling today, Jay? What's going on with you, man?
It's cool. I just have a lot of stuff to get done the next few weeks, like usual. It's a weekly process, man. I always got stuff to get done.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
A
sure.
lot of stuff I got to get done. But yeah, other than that, yeah, just you know, trying to fully recover from our gym sessions. That's it.
How
Eating good.
how is the soreness level for you right now?
I'm sore, but I've been eating good, so it's all that matters.
Oh, okay.
Feed your body the right stuff, you'll be fine.
All right, exactly, exactly. All right, guys. Well, welcome in, welcome in. Shout out to the two people watching right now, and we are your Average Day Joes. This is our daily podcast where we give you the latest in sports, breaking and trending news you need to hear, fresh movies of the day. We also do crypto updates, horoscopes, and mind blowing conspiracies. So stick with us and let's get on with this show right now. All right, guys, let's get into some Jay. Did you know? Let's see here. Let's see. Jay, did you know that they are the ridership for Caltrain in the Bay Area is up by like threefold because of these new electric trains that they have?
I know, I didn't know.
They are much more faster now, much more efficient, and supposedly people like them.
I don't doubt it.
You know, Caltrain or Caltran when it first opened, like when it first was what it was. The reason why they called it Caltran was because it was usually just going and moving cows. They used to move a lot of cows around.
Oh, that's why? I had no
Yeah,
idea.
that's why they called it Caltran at one point.
I had no idea.
All right, Jay, did you know that the speed cameras in San Francisco are actually going to start? The people breaking the law will start getting ticketed next week.
Yes, I do know. My my homie has gotten 1,000 warning
Warning.
notifications. Yes.
Hopefully, he knows.
He
Hopefully,
does.
he's
He actually knows where every single camera is. He just, like I said, if you go 10 over, you're screwed. There's just certain areas that you have to really remember because some of them are downhill.
yeah.
And like especially the ones, so there's one in North Beach. Like if you literally go downhill, it's by my cousin's house where my cousin grew up on
Okay.
Columbus. Literally, you're going downhill by a park. Literally, if you and that's 20 right there. It, 20. If you go 30, you're screwed, bro.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
going downhill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. You got to really lock in and know. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
that one, and then there's the one on Fulton. That's a tough one. That's the one he said he got like so many warnings from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you just got to know where they are, but you got to be able to like if it's 20 or 25, you don't have much leeway, bro.
Yeah.
You know, because most places are 35. You know that. But
Right. Right.
if you go on 35, you done because if it's 20 or 25, that's 10 over.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to be careful out in
So
the SL.
I'm gonna be laughing at everyone. So I be chilling on the road. When I drive, I be chilling. I don't rush or anything. You know that.
Yeah. I know.
Hella people, and it's funny because I set hella people up because I know where the cameras are. I'm going hella slow, and then they go around and they're speeding. Right? Boom. There's their ticket.
Yeah.
Right in the mail. Good luck, bro.
That happened to me on 19th Ave, right where like it separates where you have that little part of the Golden Gate Park area. Going through like right after you pass.
Crossover.
Yeah, like the crossover area over there
Uh
where
huh.
it's all just like forest.
What about it?
So usually, like especially at nighttime, there's a cop that likes to just go to the side over there and wait for people to come around that little loop.
Yeah,
And then,
they sit right there because everyone speeds around the loop.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So one time I was just driving normal, and there was a Tesla like in the middle lane right next to me,
Oh yeah. Uh huh.
and I was kind of covering his view, and he
Yeah.
didn't see that the cop was there, and he like
And it's yep.
mashed past me, got
Exactly.
pulled over.
No, I do it all the time at crossover because people are stupid. And I don't only do that at the crossover. I see people crash all the time because they're going hella fast and they don't even know there's a turn. Stupid.
Especially when it's like foggy and it's slippery. It's all bad, bro.
It's always. I mean, that's what I mean. People just, if you don't know how to drive, why be on the road? Go AI. Go AI, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Waymo.
You got your choice, man. Waymo, Zooks, Lyft will be up in there. Robo taxi, all of it, man.
I'll choose Robo Taxi. Thank you very much.
Not right now. You'd rather go in with someone doing what you could do in your own car? What's the point of that? That's stupid.
Because I'm gonna be helping Elon to develop it quicker. Everything.
No, it's already developed. He just needs the permits. So everything with him is just DMV.
Yeah.
They just have to approve it, and they're taking their sweet ass time on purpose.
Oh,
that's all. Because it's Elon. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once it's legal, then yeah, they'll take out the person in it, and then it'll be fully autonomous.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Jay, did you know that Nissan has been forced to close yet another dealership, and the brand continues to suffer?
Of course, I believe
they have been closing multiple dealerships all around, and this is another one. All of a sudden,
I totally believe it.
Yep. I mean, yeah. If you go back like about a month ago, you will see our podcast, and we talk about a Nissan that I bought and the hardships I have to go through. Yeah, Nissan. So literally, there's a whole 2 weeks of podcast where you'll see us going from like me buying a Nissan and being hella excited about this new Altima I bought to me trading it in and getting a Tesla. That's like after like 2 weeks. Oh my God. Let's see here. Jay, did you know that humanity may reach singularity within just 5 years? Trend shows.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. All thanks to AI, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Let's see what we got. Jay, did you know that Governor Newsom floats November special election for his anti-Trump redistricting push?
No, I don't really pay attention a lot to Gavin.
What else? Jay, did you know that California High-Speed Rail has a plan to build to Gilroy, Palmdale simultaneously with Central Valley segment?
Smart. They should. They definitely should. I didn't know, but they definitely should.
Right. All right, and last one fact for Jay. Jay, did you know that Diddy offers the court $50 million to be released ahead of his scheduled sentencing?
I didn't know, but it makes sense. When you got bread, you could just...
He literally just tried to bribe the judge.
Yeah. I mean, well, that kind of money, you should be able to buy everyone. I mean, come on, man.
Crazy.
Just common sense.
All right, Jay, let's get into our top 10 countries that all people need to visit at least once in their lifetime. Any guesses?
I mean, everywhere around the world, man. Every continent.
What do you think number one might be, though? Just one quick guess.
I don't know.
Okay.
Everyone's so different, so I don't know.
Okay. My wife's number one is going to be Philippines, so let's find out.
What?
My wife says number one is going to be Philippines, so let's find out what the top 10 are. At your top 10 spot, number 10, we have New Zealand. New Zealand, very beautiful place. Hiking, kayaking, glow worms, you got it all.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. And number 9, you have to at least visit once in your lifetime, Turkey. I heard it's very beautiful there. I can agree. And number 8, you have France. At number 7, we have Morocco. Morocco, yeah, I definitely heard a lot of good stuff about Morocco. At number 6, we have Thailand. You get that mango sticky rice in Thailand, man. At number 5, we have Cape Town, South Africa.
Cape Town. Okay.
Cape Town alone is enough to make your jaw drop. Jagged mountains, sprawling beaches, vineyards that rival France.
Damn, I didn't know that.
What you know about South Africa, bruh?
A little bit, little light work,
Okay.
not too much stuff. I've only seen it in movies, really. Like I've
Yeah.
never really. Yeah,
I know. At number 4, we have Brazil.
Okay.
Number 3, top 3 right now, we have India. Number 3 is India. Huge country. I understand why. There is a lot going on. At number 2, a country you must see at least once in your lifetime, Italy. Italy is just one of those places that makes you fall in love with being human. But for your number 1 spot for the country that you must at least visit once in your lifetime, drum roll please, it's gonna be Japan. Number 1 is Japan. And very beautiful place. I heard it's one of the cleanest places. Tokyo serves ramen by robots. You just can't go wrong anymore in Japan. Yeah, I definitely want to see Japan. There is a lot of hot springs out there, and I definitely want to visit them. So, yeah. Sorry, babe. Philippines didn't make it.
Well, a lot of places didn't make it on that list.
Oh, I know.
I would have definitely thrown Norway, Switzerland, Russia, like, you know, a lot of those places in it for sure,
Oh, I'm sure. But
without a doubt.
all said and done, Norway, Switzerland, you can probably get a lot of that out of New Zealand already. So I
Nah.
understand why they did what they did.
No. There's only one place in the world that doesn't have time, and that's Summerroy in Norway. They live on no time because they're like right dead square where they have some of the year where it's all like kind of like Alaska where it's all sunlight all day, and then they have some of the year where it's all dark all day, so they don't have time there. And it's built on multiple little. They have one highway that goes through multiple little like islands, but they're all connected in Norway. Oh, it's super cool, bro.
Yeah.
I've already done my research. I'm like, man, that place, I gotta visit.
Right.
Like, there's no place in the world like that. No place in the world like that. Like, I was astonished when I saw it. I was like, man. And so I know some people that you know, that roll over to Norway, and I'm like, man, that shit looks so cool.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, there's no time there. People don't go by time there at all.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, that's kind of a trip. I kind of live like that, so I could dig that for sure.
Okay.
There are some things I do have to do, obviously, living out here according to time, because there's certain places like, oh, we close at, you know, we're only morning to blow some stupid shit. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so that place looked amazing to me. You know what I mean? I would even thrown in, obviously, the pyramids on there, Egypt. Like, come on, man. Like, that list is like, it's so like, huh? I agree with Japan being on there high because they always have the best tech. Japan they're always 4 to 6 years ahead in tech, so that definitely should have been on there for sure. But there's a lot of places I would have thrown on there.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, let's get into some chats. We got Maribel Timinsky saying Mabuhay, Philippines, number 1. And we got Infinite Improbabilities saying, shout out to the people who don't know the opposite of in. Badum tis.
The what?
Huh?
What did you say? Shout out to what?
It says, shout out to the people who don't know the opposite of in.
Oh, okay.
Badum tis.
I was like, what did you say?
All right, guys, we have some exciting sports news. Since Jay is the sports guy, he will say it and take over. Jay, what do you got for us in sports?
Come on, man. What you think? What you think I'm gonna announce today, right now, man? What you think I'm talking about? I know you didn't even know, man. football just started today, bro. That is, I know it's only preseason, man, but come on, man. When it's football season, it's football season. So it was good seeing, we had the Chargers against the Lions. Obviously, it's preseason, so you're just trying out, you don't really have your starters take a lot of reps. You don't want them to get hurt. But it was cool seeing Harbaugh on the sidelines. He was hyping up Trey Lance. Remember Trey Lance?
Yeah.
So they were all trending in the top 10 on X. Trey Lance had a good game. You know what I mean? It looked good because, Trey Lance drafted by the Niners, didn't play for shit. Got traded to the Cowboys, didn't play for shit. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, he's behind Justin Herbert, right? So he's not going to get very much playing time. But if Justin Herbert does get hurt, at least, hopefully, it's cool having a coach like, hyping you up like that. And Harbaugh's one of those type of coaches. Right, what I mean? Harbaugh's he's a really cool coach. He seems solid. So definitely. Yeah, it was cool having football on, man. That's like, we all love baseball. I know but there's 162 games. So it's like, man, when football season starts, that's when baseball gets into their playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And then it gets really exciting. So it's like, this is like the transition time. It's cool, man, because football starts like in a month. So we got preseason for the next month, which is cool. That's very cool.
Yep.
Along with football, let's see. I believe the Niners picked up a couple people. Let me see who it was.
My Raiders are playing on the 7th against the Seahawks.
I don't know.
No, I'm just letting you know. August 7th, 7 p.m.
Okay. So that's so you're talking preseason next week?
Yeah, next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
As the very next day are your Patriots against the Commanders.
Yeah, that's something like I'm not, like I said, I'm just happy football's on, but you just you just want to pay attention to see who makes the team. That's all it is. Because your first string is not going to get much reps. Right. You know what I mean? They'll play the first like couple minutes, couple drives. All right, cool. Sit them out. You know. But the Niners, they picked up a good running back, Amir Abdullah. He's old school. He's been in the league for like a decade now. Good pickup for them, and Andy Isabella, a wide receiver. So they picked up 2 people. That was what the Niners did today. And it was cool. Like I said, it was cool seeing some what's it called, preseason football.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's always exciting, especially being in America. I believe that's our biggest sport. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, shout out to football being back, man. It's about time.
Foosball.
Well, it's because remember, it's not only that. Like, so once you got NFL, but then you also have high school and college. So it's like, damn, got the trio. You know what I'm saying?
We got Infinite Probability saying that joke is a thinker, but it's funny in a stupid way. And we got DTW in the house saying, what's up? What up, DTW? What's going down?
What up?
Hope all is well. And I guess now we can get into our MLB scores.
Yes, we will go MLB. That's the only football game that was today, the Hall of Fame game. That's it. Okay. All right, so MLB, being that football started today, there was only 3 games. They account for football, believe me. So the only current game right now is the Mariners and Rangers. The Mariners are beating the Rangers 6-0 in the bottom of the 8th. The Yankees beat the Rays 7-4, and the Braves beat the Reds in extra innings 12-11. Those are only games today. That's because football started today. See, when football's on, that takes a lot of precedence out here. You know what I'm saying? In baseball, we got the Padres made a trade, smart trade for them. They picked up a couple A's players. They picked up Mason Miller, who was a closer, which I told you. It's important the teams have a closer. Yeah. And they picked up a starter, J.P. Sears from the A's. Oh, okay. So, yeah, good moves for the Padres. They're really trying to compete. Yeah. They always fall short to their big brother in SoCal over there, the Dodgers. So hopefully this will get them over the hump. Yeah, I mean, they have a great lineup and a great team, but they can never get it done. I don't know why. It's really irritating, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so shout out to them. They picked up a couple good players. And then let's see. I think that's and also Carlos Correa. He was traded from the Astros to go get his big contract to the Twins, and now he's being traded back to the Astros. It's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, it's kind of funny. He won with the Astros, championships, and then now he's going back there. So he fits good there. He played good there anyway,
Yeah.
He just wanted to go out and get a bag, so I get it. And then now he's literally going back there. Kind of funny, right? Hella random.
Trying to get that money, huh?
Well, not now. I mean, he got his money, but he couldn't do anything with the Twins. So why not go back to the team where you did win everything and you did beat the Dodgers? I remember that. That's what I like seeing that stuff when people beat the Dodgers. Obviously, I can't stand the Dodgers, so it's nice that you're not a Dodger fan no more. It's a really good feeling because that really sucked.
Yeah.
I remember when the Giants were beating the Dodgers, from 2010 to 2016 every year. That was great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Screw the Dodgers.
But yeah, that's all the baseball trends. I do have a couple basketball trends just to let you know.
Oh, okay.
Relax. So in basketball, I found this out. I was very shocked, but I didn't know. So LeBron James has been talking with a business partner in the top, he's a top European agent, about making a $5 billion basketball league. And I was like, oh shit, that's why he's been doing that. And this basketball league is it's going to be a global basketball league, but it's supposed to include 6 men's teams, 6 women's teams. It's going to be a touring format, and players get equity in the league. Very interesting, right?
Oh, great. I hope is not going to be taking any choppers anytime soon.
But I'll tell you this. Now that makes things interesting with the NBA. Like, if he's going to do that, that means he's not going to be starting a Vegas team. And yeah, that means, so I see where he's going with this model, though. It kind of tripped me out. I was like, global basketball league. So he's trying to make how Ice Cube made the 3, 3 versus 3. And it's cool. Ice Cube, like I said, I've been getting in the Ice Cube's league. It's taken a little bit, but it's been growing. It's been growing on me. I'm like, hey, man, this is cool. I told you I'll watch it on YouTube. But LeBron's talking with this dude from, like I said, from European leagues. And they're like, hey, man, we'll put in $5 billion, and then players will get equity out of it. We could take players literally from NBA. But there's like a lot of different things here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even your little precious Angel Reese was in this too. No, because so with her, Ice Cube offered Caitlin Clark a $5 million deal to play in his league. And he explained he would never make the same offer to Angel Reese. And he said that because she doesn't have prowess on the court, and her markability is just not the same. And that's Ice Cube's words, by the way. That's Ice Cube's words. You know what I'm saying? And so she started talking with the whole LeBron thing, this whole global basketball league, because she's like, okay, maybe I'll just join that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is all new stuff, because I'm like, damn, the NBA is quiet right now and all this stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But I get why Ice Cube made that offer. It's a pretty smart offer. You know what I mean? Because like I said, Caitlin Clark's pretty popular. And you know what I mean? That would get a lot more people to watch his league too. Because his league, like I said, his league's cool. I've been starting to get into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It took a few years, because in the beginning I was like, but I gotta thank Lance Stevenson, Michael Beasley, like them cats, like this past year, because I was like, man, these cats are funny, bro. They be talking shit, they be hyping up, and then they be going at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like I said, I started watching a little more, and so I understand why he made that deal to Caitlin Clark. But then, so if LeBron has his league, that's going to be kind of crazy, man. 6 men's teams and 6 women's teams.
I know, dude. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, if that does happen, I don't know if that's going to happen. We will see. Because right now, obviously, he's still with the Lakers. You know that.
Right.
So, but I do believe.
Year,
I was going to say I do believe it's his last season.
Yeah,
so,
and I think Lakers just, if I'm not mistaken, they just offered him like some kind of major contract for like a year, but it's going to be like hella money or something like that.
No, it's a part of his contract. That's why he didn't want to change it.
Yeah,
He could have literally made it lower and then go and got more players so they could be a championship team. But he was like, "Nah, I want my 50 whatever million." So,
got you.
Yes, sir.
We got
yes, sir.
We got Infinite Improbability saying, "I have not rooted for any sports team since the damn Raiders, but I support 49ers and Golden State only because they are my wife's team."
You see what the Raiders did to him, man? I'm telling you, man, the Raiders organization, man, just trash on trash. They severely scarred our homie right over there.
And then Infinite Improbability says, "I take that back. I always root for the team playing against the Cowboys. I never liked them even back in when I did follow sports."
Okay, good. I'll take that. Root against the Cowgirls. I love it. Yeah, I know. No one likes the cow. No one likes the cow. I don't even think. Only people in Texas like the cow, and not even full Texas. Only people in Dallas like the Cowboys. The only person I know that likes the Cowboys not in Dallas is LeBron James.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right.
It makes sense that he likes the Cowboys, though.
If I was living in Texas, I think I would go with the Chiefs, just because it's
that's Kansas City.
It's not saying it's the closest like winning team. That's
well, they have the Texans, the Houston Texans,
but that's like all the way south. I'm talking about.
Okay. He said I'll go with the Chiefs
because it's nothing wrong with going with the Texans, but Cowboys, I don't know, man. They always had kind of like a bad rep. You know, they're like the Raiders of the Midwest. You know, like that area.
No, I don't know. That used to be America's team. I do know that. When I was growing up, that was America's team, and then we know who took that over. We know who took that spot over. So, obviously, you know what I mean?
Because America's team, that was maybe like in the 1800s when Cowboys ruled the lands. Now the 90s. Patriots are the ones that land.
That's what I mean. Now the Patriots became America's team. I'm saying the Cowboys were America's team in the 90s.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so when I grew up, they were America's team. I was like, okay, I still didn't like them, but I respected Aikman. I respected Irvin. I respected Smith. Like, they had a good core. You know what I mean? Even Dion played there, remember? So they had to be respected because they were good. But I've never liked them. So I totally agree with that.
Right.
Yeah, that's just a team that definitely I think everyone's on the bandwagon of hate. I can't stand that team.
Yeah, I know that.
I'll take that. But yeah, so that's all my sports news, all the different leagues, you know what I mean? NBA, MLB, NFL. But it feels good to have, you know, usually I know my season comes when it's October and it starts to get dark at 5 and we have all the sports, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we'll have basketball starts, right? Football's there and then baseball's ending. Got all three. Oh man. That's like the best time. And then it's transitioning because then you got Halloween, it's colder, and then like I said, it gets dark at 5 p.m. All for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know we're getting there because football just started.
Infinite Improbability says, "I root for the team against the Cowboys unless it's the damn Raiders who are playing the Cowboys. I don't hate the Cowboys that much."
Damn, that's cold. That's cold, man. Cold world, bro. Maybe you could wear your Raider shirt for him. That's cold, bro. That's kind of funny, though.
I'm wearing my NBA shirt today, and you're wearing your football shirt, and that's what we reported on, so that's beautiful.
Oh, I got to, man. It's NFL. NFL just started. So you'll see as I usually, especially with our show, whatever sports are on, I try to, sports. You know what I mean?
Right.
Always try to throw that in there for sure.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like once it's season though, I'll wear jerseys. Yeah. You know? Right. Yeah, I usually wear jerseys, but for now, workout apparel is just fine.
Gotcha.
For sure. But yeah,
All
that's
right.
all the sports, bro. That's all the sports.
Let's move on into our main trends, and we're gonna do the first one, which is basically our title. So, Jay, like some political news, what you got for us, man? Kind of going off yesterday's.
Oh, well, so basically, Hillary Clinton, like what was trending today this morning was the hashtag arrest Hillary Clinton. Obviously, yesterday I reported on President Trump. He's like, I gotta look into this woman, because insider trading, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, so today, arrest Hillary Clinton was trending, and then as the day started going, her name actually started. So there's like over 300,000 tweets about Hillary Clinton.
Oh,
And then someone was able to interview her, and she was like, "Look, if anything happens to me, I'll take half of DC down with me." That's a quote. And I was like, "Oh, damn." I was like, "Okay," you know what I mean? Because we already know she was into. You can't have made that much kickback from Wall Street without knowing a little insider too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because yeah, that's obviously she's made the most according to President Trump. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
You telling me she made more than Pelosi?
Yeah.
Damn, homie. They
He
must be.
said that. He said damn.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro. That's that insider stuff, man. Hillary Clinton, bro. But yeah, so arrest Hillary Clinton was trending this morning, and Hillary Clinton's name's trending all day long. The highest, like I said, most talked about topic on X today.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so if we want to keep it going, X is the people's news app. You know what I mean? And so the people got this going. That's what happened. That's why X is the #1 news app here. And in other countries, X just became the #1 news app in Japan as of today. Shout out Elon Musk. Yeah. That's why he had the Japanese flag on his X.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you want the best, you want the news with no kind of bias, you go to X. Always. Always, bro. It's the people's news app. I'm just letting you know.
No, I believe it. I believe it.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, let us move on to our next trend. If you guys didn't know, over the weekend, we did have a huge earthquake in Russia, which prompted for like tsunami advisories throughout that area of Japan, Hawaii, and into the West Coast. That has all diminished. There is no more tsunamis, but today, kind of crazy, we did have another earthquake hit, and that was in the LA area. So luckily, it wasn't like a huge earthquake or anything. It was only a magnitude 4.3, but it did, and there was multiple aftershocks, and it was felt all throughout Rialto and basically like Riverside area, in that area over there. So basically, the Inland Empire. It occurred around 9:32 a.m. at the depth of about 3.3 miles. And was followed by a magnitude 3.1 aftershock about 4 minutes later. So, yeah, it doesn't look like there's any reports of any real damage. Luckily, like I said, it wasn't like a huge earthquake. So, yeah, it's happening. Things are a little bit crazy right now with, the planet. That's kind of what it seems like, at least with all the stuff we're reporting. But it is what it is. We just got to hang on, literally. Let's get into Infinite Improbabilities chat. They say he said he wants to look into Hillary because he wants people to forget about Epstein.
It's not a bad strategy. It's not a bad strategy because, good diversion tactic. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
What?
I definitely want to find out, like, because we're so deep into this.
Find out what?
I want to find out if Trump had any involvement with everything.
Oh my God. It's like the Hollywood thing, man. It's like you're associated with certain people in your tier and you know what they're doing, but it's not like you're cool with them, but you have to be, you're associated. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just like in Hollywood. Like, you know what I mean? Like all the Hollywood people. You think everyone in Hollywood is involved in pedophilia? There's only a certain amount of people, but since you're cool with them, you're associated. It's the same thing. It's the same damn thing.
Yeah, but if
Like
he had,
what?
you know,
What do you mean? If he had what? He wasn't doing anything with
so
these.
that's what I'm saying. If he had, if
Yeah,
he
but he was associated. Like he knew what was going on. That's what I'm saying. So it's like guilt by association. That's all it is.
You think he's trying to not uncover the Epstein files because of guilt by association?
Yes, because if you're associated with someone, people are automatically gonna be like, ah, you know what I mean? That's all it is. You know, because so that's what I mean. Like, it's just being in certain areas, like certain, you know, that's all it is. Just who you're associated with, you know? It's not like he wasn't associated with that guy. Of course he was. Everyone was that was in that tier. You know what I mean? But remember we said, oh, turn the other cheek. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's all it is. When it's like, you know, it's like if you're like, so we're all associated together and we're cool with I'm gonna throw out a name, Henry. But we all know Henry sells pounds and any drug possible, right? This is obviously not, this is fiction. But he's still cool with us, right? But I mean, he sold something to someone and we're still cool with him. We grew up with him. You know what I mean? Whatever. He's in our tier. But he sold something to someone and they died. We're still cool with him, but it's like, but we turned our eye. Understand? That's all it is.
According to your movie, we're definitely associated with everything right now.
What do you mean? Stupid. Oh, this is a throwback ass movie, man.
It happened, going on as you were talking right now.
it had like I haven't seen this movie in like maybe like 20 years, man. You know what I mean? And it was on, so I just like, hey, I'll put it on. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's old school. You know.
I like
it. Shout out Reese. Shout out Reese. I like Reese, and obviously Ving Rhames is hella funny in this movie. My favorite part of the movie is when
Snoop.
No, hell no, stupid. Like when I saw this movie and I saw Snoop, I was like, bro, how are you that skinny? Don't you eat? Like, bro, my favorite part was when Tyrese decided to step up to Ving Rhames, who's all jacked, right?
Yeah.
I got heat for you, cuz. And then all of a sudden he gets in his face, pushes him, and Ving Rhames just boom! He like flew like 10 feet.
No, I remember that.
And broke the table, bro. I couldn't stop laughing. Because that's really how it be, bro. Like some people just get hella bold, and then you step to someone who's all jacked, bro. You're gonna get knocked out.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like the funniest thing, bro, when I saw this movie when I was younger, man. One of my favorite parts. But yeah, man. But yeah, so yeah, it's just like I said, everything's just guilt by association, man. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he was involved in anything. But you knew what was going on. You obviously, everyone knows this shit. That's what I mean. Just like in Hollywood, you know what I mean? Do I believe Adam Sandler's he has a whole family and everything, right? Obviously, he had boys that were doing stuff that was bad. But was he? No, of course, I don't think he was at all. You know what I mean? But he's associated with it. Guilt by association. That's all it is.
Adam Sandler's a different story, and I know he's guilty because he admitted it. He admitted it live.
But we're talking back in the day, not now. Back in, that's what I'm saying. Like people make stupid decisions when they grow, and then they learn, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? This ain't for me." All right, that's what I mean. And then, hey, this is your bag, bro. We still cool, but I'm not in it. Okay, that's what I believe. That's what I'm saying. Like people, we're human beings. End of the day, and we do stupid ass shit. That's just the truth. And then until you actually learn it. Okay, you know, some people have to learn from experience instead of being told. You know that.
All I know, bro, is that if anybody is messing with underage like teens, then if you did do that, even if in the past, you should be held accountable for that. That's what.
No, I don't believe that one bit. I can't agree with that one bit.
You
can't agree with it. No, I can't agree with it one bit because everyone grows up different. Not everyone's blessed enough to have a mother, a father, great upbringing, you know, like, and really like, you know, went to the right schools, very moral. Not everyone's blessed enough to have that. You know, some people grow up, you know, like you know, they barely have an upbringing. You know what I mean? So they get involved with wrong shit. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of broken home stuff, you know, so that's no excuse. I get it, but that's what I mean. That's why I feel when people learn and they change their life, okay, you know what? This ain't for me. I learn like, okay, I can't do this, you know, and then you change your life for the better. That's why, you know, we're not here to judge. That's what I'm saying, you know?
Right.
And that's why I said I believe a lot of it's guilt by association. But that's also why I feel it's important to surround yourself around the right people.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about our daily wisdom, you know what I mean? Our words of wisdom for the day. So that's why it's very important. Like I always try to pick something that's like, hey man, hopefully if someone listens, they hear this and they're like, oh, that's a good point. You know?
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Infinite Improbability has a fun data science fact for us. They say back when Twitter introduced image recognition, the AI would zoom into white men's faces, but zoom into women's cleavage. It also classified black people as gorillas. And Infinite Improbability says there was a bug bounty for people to fix Twitter's AI. Mind you, this was pre-Elon.
Yeah, that's when Jack owned it.
Yeah. Jack Dorsey.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was addicted to Twitter when it first came out, man.
Yeah.
I used to tweet like 300-400 times a day, man. I love Twitter. I had like 50,000 followers, dude.
Oh, I believe it.
I would tweet all day long, but I'd also hold conversations like with even people I knew. So it'd have like 30 tweets just between people you know. You're like, you know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
And that's probably why I don't text and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't text or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I used to just be like, oh, just hit me on social media.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I've always liked Twitter. Always.
Yeah, I remember.
I've always liked Twitter, man. It's just to me it's the easiest language to use. You know what I mean? Obviously nowadays everyone's TikTok. I get it. TikTok is very addicting. It's easier because you don't even have to type anything. No, you just scroll and be like, oh, videos.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, man. So for sure.
Let's go TikTok. All right, guys, let us move on and get into some business news. What is going on with Bitcoin?
Oh, you're talking to me. Well, actually, it's not just Bitcoin. We're talking the SEC is launching Project Crypto. So basically, it's going to seek to clarify digital assets, you know what I mean, classifications, update rules for tokenized assets, and streamline custody for cryptocurrencies to improve efficiency and investor protections. You know what I mean? So we want the U.S. to be the leader, by the way, in digital finance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We want to be the crypto capital of the world, which we will be. I know we will be. You know what I mean? So this is a big, big thing, which is awesome. No, I'm not going to lie. This is dope. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously we make this more and more like there's a lot of people who just don't get it, obviously. And that's not their fault. They don't get it. But there's a lot of people that just turn the other cheek because they're like, whatever, that's whatever. But the more it gets like this, the more people are going to hop onto it. And guess what that means? Everything grows. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a smart move. Very smart move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if we're the crypto capital of the world, you already know we winning. You know what I mean? That's the future, obviously. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that I'm just hoping that we continue on with it. I think it's because we have President Trump as president, obviously.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
he was against crypto in the beginning though, until later on he found out what it's about really. And then he switched stance on that.
Of course he did. He knows. Well, he started seeing, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, like certain cryptos are going to really blow with this, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, for sure.
Pretty damn cool, man. Pretty damn cool. Pretty damn blessed, I know. So, yeah, I'm all for this. Project Crypto, baby.
Project Crypto.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just to educate people about it, that's going to help. You know what I mean? Because some people just There's just some people like, oh no way. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Right.
So it's like you can only lead a horse to water, bro. That's it.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So
All
but yeah.
right, guys. Let us get into Infinite's chat. What Jay was saying, 48 laws of power. Law number 10, infection, avoid the unhappy and the unlucky.
This dude is just on point, man. I've tried to teach people that law for like, the crazy part is before I even read that book, I lived by all these laws. I didn't even know it. Someone told me out of nowhere. They were just like, and this was like back, like, like a long time ago. They're like, have you read 48 Laws of Power? I was like, no, why? Like, dude, you literally live by all these laws and you've never read it? I was like, no, why? And as soon as I read it, I was like, damn, it's crazy. That law right there is very, very important. People don't even understand that, how important that is. You know what I mean? Because you always want to give people the benefit of the doubt, dude. You want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, hey, you know what? They're a good person. You know what I mean? But a lot of people just, you have to just be like, if they're constantly involved in drama and bullshit, you just got to be like, hey, dude, that's it. Click. It's not hard. It's not hard to understand, because they just don't get how they live. That's how they live. They're so used to it. It's like watching this movie. You know what I mean? Like, it's a great entertainment movie, right? But just involved in a bunch of shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me, man. But yeah, you really understand. It's 48 Laws of Power. I love it.
Well, it's hard when you're growing up in South Central LA, bro.
I'm not talking about him. That's no excuse. But yeah, no, you're right. You're right though, because you're a product of your environment. Yeah. I've noticed that. It actually is true. But you got to be smart. And that's what I mean. That's where the whole thing plays of, oh, I'm doing this. You know what? This ain't really for me. I got to change this up. That's what I mean. So even if you were involved in that and then grew up and learned, like, I shouldn't be in that. That's how you change your life. And that's what I mean. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, guys, let us move on and get into some other business news. So it looks like there is a company called Figma that basically did its IPO today, and it looks like it really gained, and it is sitting on a 24 billion worth of stock right now after a massive IPO pop. So Figma's biggest outside investor, Index Ventures, Greylock, Kleiner Perkins, and Sequoia are holding about 24 billion in Figma shares after the design software company's New York debut. It's a much-needed IPO for Silicon Valley venture firms, which have been thirsting for returns after a historically slow stretch for IPOs. Coupled with Circle's blockbuster debut in June, the Figma IPO means startup backers are finally starting to see big exits again. So yeah, this was something for the Insider Club. Nothing that us average day Joes can really invest in, but it does look like now that it is a stock. You can look into Figma yourself, and Figma might be something to get into. It looks like it's some kind of software company. I'm not sure what they do, but yeah, Figma's offering raised 1.2 billion, with 2/3 of the proceeds going to existing investors. Other than the small slug of stock each of the venture firms sold at $33, the rest of their holdings are subject to a lockup period, meaning all of the current value is currently just on paper. And that's what it is. All right, guys, that is our business news. Let us move on and get into some rivalry with Robotaxi and Lyft. What is going on there, Jay?
It's not really a rivalry, but in the Bay, we have a lot of competition. That's all it is competition. You're only as good as your competition. So today, Elon brought his robo-taxis here from Texas. And obviously, he still needs his permits and everything, right? But he is taking rides now. But it's going to be basically what you did when I was in the car. He's going to have someone in there. It's going to be all AI, but someone in there just in case for the permit sake. You know what I mean? To be safe about it. You know what I'm saying? So he is charging rides from San Francisco to San Jose Anywhere in between, you will be able to take a robo taxi. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, so he's starting out, but he has to wait for his permits and everything to pass so they can get the person out of there, and then it'll just be full AI like Waymo, Zooks, and so forth. You know what I mean? It'll be so it'll be approximately between this 75 miles, and it's going to be $1 base fare plus about $1 per mile. For competitive rates. Yeah. So yeah, I told you he wanted to get to the Bay, and he was like, "Fuck it, let's go, bro." So he is in the Bay now, from SF to San Ho. That's kind of crazy.
Right.
Hey, shout out to Elon though, man. You know what I mean? But there's another company here that I thought was about to be falling off because they're the only one I didn't hear anything. Because even Uber partnered with AI. You know what I mean? To buy the cruise cars. So Lyft, did you do Lyft before or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lyft. One of my homies does Lyft. They are partnering with this. It's called Benteler Mobility to introduce. So they want to get into AI as well, but Lyft is going to get into AI. So these are like big ass shuttles, like buses. So their move with AI, since they're not as big as the Ubers and all the other companies, so they're going to target autonomous shuttles that take like from airport, basically. You know what I mean? Like, so all the airport shuttles and everything back and forth. So I worked at the airport back in the day when I was a youngster, and I always had to take a damn shuttle, like from parking lot to airport. Like, you can't drive up to the airport and just park. They don't let you do that. So basically, Lyft is going to have autonomous shuttles going from airport back and forth, which is kind of cool. It's a good way for them to get into the AI game. And I believe that will still keep them along to have the drivers, whoever, to keep driving with people. You know what I mean?
So where are they starting from? Because you said back and forth. So they're going to the airport, but where are they starting from?
Shuttles. Like, you go from the parking lot to the airport, like back and forth. The shuttles.
So it's not going to like include hotels or nothing like that. It's just going to be.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I mean. I think they start with the airport, back and forth with employees, and then like how you have, like you said, the people that I take the shuttle from the Hilton to the airport. I believe that as well, for sure. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be airports and all that type of stuff, which is cool. That's what I mean. I think it's a cool thing for them to get in the game, since they don't have money like the Ubers, you know what I mean? But for them to get into that, that's kind of cool, Yeah. But that's going to be starting next year, 2026.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but they're going with the big shuttles. So they're not going in the game of everyone else, Right. They're like, hey, let's partner with these people. These people have shuttles. At least we could partner and get in the AI game. You know what I mean? So that's kind of cool. That's respect to them. You know what I mean? Exactly. Because their rival Uber, they already have all their AI cars. There's hella cruise cars. Well, they're not cruise anymore, but there's hella Uber cars, bro. Hell of them. That's what I mean. When they put those on the road, oh my God, there's gonna be so many AI cars on the road. I remember seeing the cruise cars in SF, bro. Every block had cruise cars. Just imagine when Uber releases them, like I bet toward the end of the year, like, oh my God, that's just going to be crazy.
Oh, no. It's going to be
You know what I mean? I'm going to be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, everywhere. So,
yeah,
it's going to be a trip, man. But yeah, so that's cool. Big up to Lyft for doing that, man. That's smart. Smart strategy.
Yeah.
Got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, yeah, man. That's the AI news I have.
And Infinite Improbability says people have been living the 48 laws for centuries. Every one of those laws is from The Prince by Machiavelli, just retold in a different way. Same with 33 Strategies of War and The Art of War.
This dude is on point, man. All the stuff I've read, right there. Hit it right on the right there, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
It's a great thing, man.
Hell yeah, man. Infinite says, in the introduction of 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene said he noticed The Prince was as valid today as it was in the 1400s, so he decided to retell it in the 48 Laws.
Yeah, kind of tweak exactly, basically. In so many words.
All right. All right, guys, let us move on and get into some celebrity news. So I kind of have somewhat of sad news. It's not super, super sad, but it's definitely kind of sad. So it looks like Justin Timberlake is diagnosed with Lyme disease. Yeah. Um, very sad, very sad. Uh, Hundreds of people are treated for Lyme disease in the U.S. each year, and the number is on the rise. Basically, you get that from like ticks. If a tick bites you and they're carrying it, then that's pretty much how you get it. But yeah, Justin Timberlake says he was recently diagnosed with Lyme disease. I've been battling some health issues and was diagnosed with Lyme disease. If you've experienced this disease or know someone who has, then you're aware living with this can be relentlessly debilitating, both mentally and physically. Timberlake recently wrapped up his 2-year, 41-stop world tour. When I first got the diagnosis, I was shocked for sure, but at least I could understand why I would be on stage and in a massive amount of nerve pain or just feeling crazy fatigue or sickness. Some of Timberlake's recent performances were criticized by fans for being low energy and lackluster. The singer said he considered halting his tour, but decided that the joy that performing brings me far outweighs the fleeting stress my body was feeling. By sharing his Lyme disease diagnosis, Timberlake added, "I like to do my part to help others experiencing the disease." So yeah, that's kind of sad, and that could answer why he was not performing at his top level when he was doing his tour. So kind of sucks. We had a guy like a year ago that was pretty famous host for Wild 94.9. I don't know if you remember that guy. He just basically committed suicide, and he had Lyme disease. I don't know if you remember or not.
Who?
This was like a year ago. I forgot. I think he was from the JD in the mornings. Is that his name? Do you remember a guy named like
JV?
that? Yeah.
JV?
Yeah. Do you remember that or no? Do you remember the guy named by JD or no?
I know JV.
Yeah, JV, Vandergrift, body of so Jeffrey Vandergrift, right?
What about it?
Yeah. So like a year ago, he basically walked out of his house. He lived right next to the Giants Stadium.
Yeah.
And he walked out of his house and was never to be seen again. And basically, like everybody was looking for him and trying to figure out the clues. And he was suffering from Lyme disease to the point where the nerves were like hurting so much, and just he said that his mind was not there no more, and he disappeared. And then I guess they found his body later. He basically committed suicide.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I don't think he committed suicide. I thought he was gunned down, and not even gunned down. I thought he was just murdered. I don't think he committed suicide. I heard about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they found him by the piers.
Yeah, it says no foul play was suspected though. So
yeah, I'm not going with that. Someone like JV would just commit suicide. Nah, he had too many problems with other things. You don't just be like, oh yeah, are you kidding me, JV? Yeah, JV was hella popular, dude. You think he's just, oh, I'm gonna commit suicide because I have Lyme disease? Come on, bro. No way. He probably was in over his head with some. I don't know what JV was into. I don't speak on the dead, but you know when people have bad habits sometimes, man, and you never know what people are into or who, if you're involved with the wrong people. You know what I mean? But the way they found his body and the way, yeah, like nothing was traced to anyone. Nothing.
So did you hear about they found his body? Did you hear about stuff like that or no?
Yeah, I mean, I only read, oh, a body washed up on the shore, like, by the piers.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, this guy named JV from Wild Blow. And I was like, no way. But nothing was disclosed of it. Me, that sounds like, I don't want to say triad, but like Asian mafia hit. That's what I would think. Because the way they found it. No, nothing, no this, no that. Like, so I don't know what JV was involved in. Don't know his life. I remember him on the radio. He was hella cool. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes he was at the clubs. I remember that because I worked at the clubs, remember? So,
yeah.
JV was cool.
But you do remember that day that he disappeared, he did his show in the morning.
Yeah.
And that show at that time, he actually spoke about the struggles with Lyme disease.
Yeah, of course.
He literally said on air, the stuff I've been going through in my brain that they're trying to figure out, the body and the pain and all that stuff I can handle. What it's doing to my brain, I can never describe to you. And that's basically like one of the last things he said on the show.
Yeah.
So it could have been something related. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. You never know, because he could have got certain drugs from people to try to, offset that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. No one ever knows, but it's hard for me to, to think that someone just contemplates suicide, man.
Yeah, because he said so. He posted a blog as well that day. He put in this blog that he was experiencing strange surges in my head, brain fog, anxiety, and depression.
Yeah, you don't think that maybe if he was taking certain drugs, he'd be screwed up in the head?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Natasha Yee, which is his wife, said her husband suffered physical torture over the past 2 years.
I believe it. I just don't think he committed suicide.
Something could be there, though,
I don't know what JV was involved in. I don't speak on the dead. But yeah, I heard the whole story. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
But yeah, going back, so basically the trend was that Justin Timberlake now has Lyme disease, so hopefully he can kind of keep it under control and still do his performances, since that's what gives him his joy and that's what he was meant to do in his life, supposedly. So yeah, shout out to Justin Timberlake and stay strong, my friend. Let us move on and get into Jay's movie of the day before it ends.
Yeah, it'll end. I just got to shout out Nelly and Ashanti. Their son had a birthday.
Oh, nice.
Got it. Oh yeah, that's other celebrity news. Yeah, it's just I had to shout it out. I like Dirty, and Dirty got a concert. In the he's on tour right now, Nelly. So
yeah.
I just want to shout out him and Ashanti. That their son's birthday. So shout out to Nelly was one of my favorite artists growing up.
Oh, I know.
He was dope. He was.
Didn't you have the Band-Aid and everything, or
not? I mean, one time I did when I was playing DJ at a little party. I did.
Yeah.
But Nelly was cool, bro. Like his first album was just hitters, bro.
No, I believe it.
First and second album, that album went diamond. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it was funny too, because I remember when Nelly used to talk with Ashanti back in the day, and then he didn't. They kind of went their separate ways for decade, 2 decades, and then they got back together a couple of years ago, and then did a show. You know what I mean? It was kind of a trip. That's how life works. So you know what I mean? They went their own separate ways, and then they ended up, she went on a Versus and saw him. And then it was like it rekindled, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what? Let's do this, you know what I mean? Like we had different points in our life now. We're older, so shout out them, they just had a son. So
nice.
But the other weird thing with Nelly, one of his boys is suing him for $50 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, bro. And so I heard both, me, I listen to podcasts. His boy Ali is suing him. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you sue your own homie? You got Nelly, obviously big name, right? He's the one who came up. He has the ego. He has this, he has that. But you're going to sue your boy who basically brought everyone up, right? For 50 mil because you're upset. Why? Because you may have had some extra lyrics you wrote and you weren't getting the same cut. Bro, you were not Nelly. You were a part of the group, but you were not Nelly. I mean, he did stuff with y'all to bring you up. What do you want him to hold your hand the whole way? You know what I mean? What? You want him to take your hand and be like, here, this is what you have to do? What the hell? 50 million? Bro, if I had a homie and if I came up and they're suing me for 50 mil, I'd be like, look, I'll tell it to you right now, bro. If I had a homie that did this, I'll be like, look, we will box right now. If you beat my ass, I'll give you 5 mil right now. 5 mil right now. If I beat your ass, you get nothing. That's exactly how I would handle that. That's bullshit. $50 million, you got some nerve. And that's why I heard both their podcasts, you know what I mean? Because I heard Nelly talk about it. I heard Ali talk about it. And I heard obviously Murphy Lee and the rest of them talk about it. You know, because the rest of them are like, dude, man, I wish everyone would just rekindle, be cool, you know, like the really cool part about it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But then I heard like both their sides, Nelly's side and Ali's side. And I was like, bro, it's just rude, man. You have a homie do that to you. That's not a homie. That ain't cool. I would never get away. Like, that's just disrespectful. I don't do disrespect.
Sounds like a classic case of some easy E.
What do you mean?
And like what? Remember, he was like the star, and he was like eating like lobster and all this like high stuff with their manager Jerry and Ice Cube, and everybody was like eating like KFC type shit. Or you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they
but you see what happened. All those other people came up and they came up. They didn't need their hand to be held to come up.
right.
You see what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, this dude's just mad because he didn't blow up like Nelly, but also he only put out one album and the album was mediocre at best. I heard it. I was like,
Yeah.
it's all right. It's not. I even thought Murphy Lee's album was way better than his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, that's your homie. Like, bro, that's your homie, and you're gonna like, that's just rude, bro. You don't do that shit. 50, like, bro, it's rude, bro. You don't do those type of things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, you gonna sue me? All right. You beat my ass, I'll give you $5 million right now, literally off top.
Yeah.
I beat your ass, you get nothing. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's rude. You don't do shit like that. That's hella rude.
I feel it. I feel it.
He said, I feel it. It's just the truth, man.
All right, so let's get back to the movie. What is this movie about, Jay?
Come on, man. At least you know the movie. This is a good one, man. It's about how would I put it? Disgruntled youth. So Tyrese, you know, I forgot his name in the film, but he's like a disgruntled youth, you know, this, like you said, South Central growing up, you know, multiple baby mamas, but you know what I mean, like involved in all the wrong stuff, you know, raised from, you know, single mother household and just trying to find his way in life, you know what I mean? So, you know, he has a homie who's, you know, kind of a gangbanger. And then he has like, he tries to sell a lot of shit. Like, he's just trying to find his way in the world, you know what I mean? And then, you know, he's messing with one of the wrong chicks. Her dude gets out of jail, and then he gets more problems. You know, that dude is Snoop Dogg. You remember?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So they have a baby together, so he has to mess with her.
No, that's what I mean. So it's like, that's what I mean. But that was his choice. You know what I mean? So it really does matter who you're around in this world. You know what I mean? Because so he has to go now. When her ex dude gets out, he's out of prison. He's Snoop. He has his gang with him, you know, and then, you know how it goes, South Central stuff. But basically, you know, he gonna have to learn to defend himself, you know, like so he can live, you know what I mean? And then his mom has a new boyfriend. He's an ex-G in the game, you know what I mean? So he doesn't want to be kicked out of his household, you know what I mean? So he tries to go up against, you know, OG in the game. And yeah, man, it's a lot of drama. It's a drama filled movie, but it definitely is entertaining.
For sure.
It's definitely entertaining. I remember watching it when I was younger, and I was, it's funny. It's funny and it's serious too, but it's just a typical, like, you know, as I grew up, I was like, man, you know what I mean? Like all the bad shit. You know, growing up with all the bad shit, like in this, you know, it's like, but I like Reese. Reese is a good actor. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He's hella funny. You know what I'm saying? I even liked him in the other series he was in. You know, we'll talk about that after.
Okay. We got some chat from Infinite Improbability. They say, Gimpy plant has stings so toxic that the pain can last for years. A soldier took a dooze and wiped his ass with it by mistake. The pain was so intense.
Oh, shit. Damn. That's all bad.
All bad.
That's all bad, man.
kind of sounds or reminds me of the box jellyfish. Maybe not that bad, but when you get stung by a box jellyfish, I heard it's like one of the most excruciating pains you can ever live through. You know, just not that long, but I think it goes away after like 24 hours or something with the box jellyfish.
Yeah.
All right, what do you rate the movie 1 through 10, my friend?
Out of love for Reese and Ving Rhames, I'll go 8, solid 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not something like these days. It's not something that would be in my rotation. But if I haven't seen in like 5-10 years, I'll throw it on. It's funny. You know what I mean? I'll laugh at it because it's entertaining.
All right, let us get into it and do some movies. Who do you think we should do something on?
I mean, if we're gonna go Reese, we'll go Reese, or we'll go Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames got some good movies too. Either one doesn't matter.
All right, let's do some Reese then, because Reese is not known for his movies as much as he is for his music. So
yeah, he had definitely good singing. You know, I know why he went to acting. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll go. My favorite movie with Tyrese. I'm gonna have to go. That's tough because I want him to be the lead one. You know, it's tough because he's not the lead in a lot. You know what? I'll go Waist Deep. He's the lead in that.
Okay.
He was the lead in that, and it was a serious part for him. You know what I mean? Obviously, he threw Megan Good in the movie. That's always a win. And yeah, it was cool. And yeah, since he was the lead, I'll say that's my favorite one of his.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about underrated?
Underrated, I'll go any of the Fast and the Furious, man, because probably most likely, because he plays the dumbass in it. I'll go with Too Fast, Too Furious. That's the first one he was in with Paul Walker. And you know what I mean, when they went to Miami, and I feel like that kind of broke him into a role of just like a goofy ass dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like that one a lot because I had Luda in it too. You know what I mean? Like old school Luda. You know, because obviously this is before they had the big budget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because once they got the big budget, you saw what happened. Everything happened.
No, that's true.
Yeah, man. But yeah, he seems solid too. He's I don't know if you follow him on any social medias, but he's always preaching about God. Always preaching about, oh yeah, man. Because he's been involved with some, like a lot of the shit you see in these movies, I feel like he's been involved in the same shit in real life, bro. Like he preaches how his ex-girlfriend wanted to take everything from him. Like I was like, damn, bro. Like he really believes in, just pray, faithful, God, all that stuff. He always preaching good stuff, man. So shout out Reese, man.
Oh
yeah, man.
All right. As far as my favorite movie of Reese, I'm gonna have to go with Four Brothers.
That's one of my favorites right there. I had that on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that movie, man. Love that movie.
Great movie. Yeah,
one of the best.
Anytime it's on, I'm definitely watching it.
Oh fuck yeah!
One of those movies.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah, man.
As far as underrated, I'm gonna go with Legion.
Oh, do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, but I obviously the Fast and Furious overtakes that one for me. But Legion was great. If you didn't watch it, you didn't even know he was in it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's a great movie. That's a great movie. Archangel stuff, bro.
Yeah,
that's a great movie.
Infinite Improbability says, "Damn, I was hoping you would do Taraji Henson."
Taraji P. Henson.
She has
so many hood rap movies, man.
That's who I was initially like thinking about doing, but then I know that she's such a, like I know like Tyrese and Vince Vaughn, the other guy, not Vince Vaughn,
Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames, they're both.
Yeah, those are come on, man. They way more popular than Taraji. Taraji Henson has hella movies. I'm not gonna lie. She has all those hood rat type shits though.
Yeah. I guess when you have that one movie on the Hustler movie with her in it, then we can do her movies.
The which one?
The one where she's like a prostitute, and then the dude's trying to he slangs her, but he's like a rapper. He's just trying to get money to like record.
What movie is that?
You don't remember
Uh,
the movie?
no.
I forgot the
Have
name
I
of the
seen it?
movie. I think it's called like I'm sure you've seen it because it's a pretty well known movie. You know.
Oh, you talking about Hustle and Flow?
Yeah, Hustle and Flow. There you go.
Yeah, with Terrence, Terrence Howard.
Exactly.
Shout out Terrence Howard. He's a real one from Hollywood.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I mean? That's someone who's associated with all that shit. But he calls it out. He's like, I'm not into that, and I won't say it right here, but I'm not into that shit.
Mhm.
Like he literally called that out. Like everything that's happening,
Yeah.
Like he even stated the time that Puffy tried to get at him,
Yeah.
and he was like, I ain't into that. You need to stay away from me. And see, that's what I mean. Associated, but not guilt. He's like, nah, you need to stay away from me. And then he didn't show up at a lot of those things. You know what I mean?
Him and Cat Williams.
Exactly. But Cat Williams, he's so goofy. You know, and Terrence Howard's a straight shooter. You know what I mean? Cat Williams, goofy as fuck, make a joke out of it.
Right.
So that's I haven't seen that movie in hell of a holy shit. Damn, that's old. Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time, man. That Memphis, Tennessee stuff. Damn, that's throwback, bro. Yeah, that'll be on sometime. I'll put that on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I thought that was better than this one for sure, but this just happened to be on.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's a good one though. I haven't seen it in a long time.
All right, guys, let us move on and get into some crypto pricing for you. Let's see what's going on in these markets. All right, so looks like right now we currently have Bitcoin sitting at 115,656. It is down 2.41%. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, is at 3,687. It is down 4.68%. And number 3, XRP, is at $2.98. It is down 4.90% right now, so it is taking a little bit of a hit. Your fear and greed index, it is in the neutral now officially. We are taking, I guess people are taking all their profits, and I don't see like any like bad news about crypto, and what Jay reported on earlier was positive news. So I got a feeling that by Monday we're probably going to start going up again. I think this is just people taking profits and just kind of markets going sideways for now. That being said, your global crypto market cap as a whole is sitting at 3.79 trillion. It's down 2.48%. So people are just taking the money. Your top 5 trending coins. Number 1 is NDQ, which is up 17%. Number 2 is MEME, MEME, which is up 8%. Number 3 is TON, TON, which is up 1%. Number 4 is T-Fuel. T-Fuel is up 5%. And number 5 is M as in Mary, which is up 16%. Let's get into your top 5 gainers, starting with number 1 of my favorite coin, CATX. CATX, you are number 1, sitting up 3,469%. Number 2 is Black Phoenix. Black Phoenix is up 3,303%. Number 3 is Snow Leopard, which is up 3,216%. Number 4 is America Party, which is up 1,472%. And number 5 is Coinbase Coin, which is up 1,218%. Let's get into your top 100 with some notable mentions. Number 17, we got MAGA, which is up 240%. Number 20 is GameStop Coin, which is up 202%. Number 28 is DG Coin, or DEGE, which is up 173%. At number 40, we have GIB. GIB is up 72%. At number 47, we have Wizard Gang, which is up 59%. At number 51, we have Cross the Ages, which is up 53%. At number 59, we have Stella Armada, which is up 42%. At number 65, we have Shiba Inu, which is up 39%. At number 72, we have Dork Lord, which is up 29%. At number 77, we have AI Companions, which is up 28%. At number 82, we have Lulu, which is up 26%. At number 85, we have Inca, Ica, which is up 23%. At number, 95, we have Medieval Empires, which is up 20%. And in your top 100 spot today for your gainers is Open Ticketing Ecosystem, which is up 19% in this 24-hour period. All right, guys, that is our crypto news. Let us move on and get into your guys' horoscopes. So, this is going to be your horoscope for August 1st, 2025. Yes, sir, you heard me correctly. That is for the first of the month, August 1st. So, starting with the first sign of the zodiac, which is Aries, which is also my sign, let's get into it. Aries, the zodiac suggests that you welcome change courageously and optimistically. A strong urge may impel you to do something new or different. That is the feeling you should trust. Trust in your inborn fire and start taking bold steps. The boldness will bring fresh opportunities to shine on your pathway ahead in work and relationships. Taurus, allow your inner voice to be the guiding light on all important decisions taken tomorrow. Even if people speak their opinions to the contrary, your inner voice knows the truth. Calm down, listen to it deeply before making any decision. You may feel the strange pull towards something out of the ordinary. That path might be your lucky one. Gemini, tomorrow will bring a limited number of actions that will yield significant gains. The urge may push you to do many things. At least try to focus on the easy steps. One phone call, one idea shared, or one promise kept can open new roads. Be curious, but also be patient with the results. Your work will not remain unseen. Cancer, shed the burden of yesterday's worries to call in new possibilities for tomorrow. Heavy past thoughts may still linger in the heart. It is time to let them go. The new day comes with new energies, so open your arms for them. Perhaps some kind words or a slight variation in your routine can help alter your mood. Leo, which is also Jay's sign. Tomorrow, your energy will help you create meaningful connections, so keep your heart open and let you smile be genuine. Someone might meet you, take something out of you, lend a thought to your thinking, or just make you feel a little more seen. Share the warmth freely, for it will be just about being the very presence that people seek again. Share your thoughts and feelings. Let your trust grow slowly. Virgo, patience brings clarity when uncertainty arises tomorrow. Some plans may not proceed as quickly as you would like. However, that is perfectly fine. Trust that life is orchestrating a perfect time for everything else. Do not hurry or force results. Instead, remain calm and do whatever you can focused. Answers will come when the mind is silent. Libra, speak your truth, but do so confidently tomorrow. You might feel as though you need to share your soul, and it is just the right time to do so. Allow gentle words and balanced thoughts to articulate what is important. When you speak your truth graciously and honestly, people will listen. Do not hold back for their sake. Scorpio, integrate action with reflection to bring forth the most desired effects. You will feel an enormous energy driving you to move forward, but pause and think before executing the bigger moves. Your depth already tells you what is right, so go within and listen. Blend your great will with deep inner calmness. There will be times when you feel from your heart that something is off. In such cases, stand back and simply keep observing instead of rushing into a decision or argument. Sagittarius, accept transformation as growth. A shift in your thoughts or surroundings may come to you. Do not be afraid. It is rather assisting you in reaching a better version of yourself. Set free from those old habits which no longer supporting your way. Accept with your whole heart whatever happens and trust that every step you take is directing your future. Capricorn, let kindness be the ruling factor in interactions. You might be busy with duties to utter much, but a little word of encouragement or any small deed from you will count most. Your acts of kindness will be more visible to others. Be calm and strong, even when your patience is being severely tested. What you bring around yourself is in perfect harmony with your actions. Speak gently and listen respectfully. Aquarius, consider adverse or testing situations as valuable lessons, so be open to learning tomorrow. When it's tough to figure something out or is confusing, never refuse to try. Dig deep, and those layers of confusion will reveal hidden wisdom. You think differently, which is your power. Take every moment as a chance to grow. The road may not be straight, but it leads somewhere worth being in. Last but not least, we have our Pisces. Welcome morning insights and bold ideas. Some advice might spark a streak of thought or inspire you from nowhere. Do not disregard those signs. Perhaps it's time to put things in roughly. You're fragile, so occasionally the universe will speak. Will be able to catch the softest heat. Guys, that is your horoscope for tomorrow, August 1st, 2025. We like to do that to kind of help to guide you along your path every day. Let's get into really quick infinite improbabilities chat. They say Legion when Roman Pierce met Sean Boswell. Yes, sir. And then they did Fast and the Furious, after that. So that was kind of cool. They did more than one movie together. Um, let's move on and get into our conspiracy of the night. So today's journey is going to take us into the clouds to one of the most breathtaking and mysterious places on Earth. And that place is, it lies where there are ruins of stones nestled high in the Andes. Do you know what place I'm talking about, my friend?
Talking about me?
Talking to you, yeah. Do you know
Oh,
about stone? An ancient place where there's stone ruins nestled high in the Andes.
I don't know. What, Machu Picchu? I have no idea.
You, my friend, you are correct.
Oh, that's the only thing I could think of that's high up that, I mean, because that's way up there.
Jay, what if I told you that Machu Picchu isn't just an ancient city, but a possible extraterrestrial landing pad?
I wouldn't doubt it. I've
Or a
never been, so I don't know, but I know I've known people who have been, but it's
yeah,
definitely a lot of stuff going on there.
exactly, exactly. So yeah,
Yeah.
some people say it's a possible extraterrestrial landing pad, and some others say it could be a time warped observatory, or even a piece of advanced technology left by a civilization long erased from history. So let's find out about Machu Picchu together. Machu Picchu, guys, it was discovered by Hiram Bingham in 1911, though locals have known about it forever. At basically 8,000 feet or 7,972 feet above sea level, it is almost inaccessible, yet somehow an entire city was built there. Said to be a royal retreat for the Incan Emperor Pachacuti, there is no definitive proof of it though. It was built in the 1400s, which is questionable because here's the thing. Many structures appear older than the Incan Empire itself. There are enormous stones, some weighing over 50 tons, that were carved and transported without wheels, iron tools, or animals. Stones cut so perfectly that not even a razor blade fits between them. It has also survived centuries of earthquakes because of interlocking joints, no mortar.
I don't know. I don't know. I know. I'm confused too. Believe me. I don't know. I'm confused too. I don't know. He doesn't.
All right. Jay, are you able to hear me? Yo, Jay. Yo, Infinite, they still can't hear. Okay. I'm not sure what happened. Let me try to get back on. Yo, Jay, can you hear me? I'm not sure what happened. Let me try to get back on. Yo, testing 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Yo, Jay, can you hear me now? Oh, that's so weird. Sorry, guys. All right. Infinite, can you hear me? If you can hear me, just tell me if yes, no. Since he can't hear me, if he doesn't have his earpiece. But I think I should be okay according to what it looks like. Now I can hear C. Okay, good. Yeah, so I was just doing my conspiracy about Machu Picchu. Basically, it's a lot more than what people think it is. There's quartz built into the walls, and supposedly with these quartz, it could be some kind of direct energy stuff that is going on there. There is the tourism and stuff, and people that are, saying that these structures do hold or store direct energy, same as Tesla coils. Locals, they speak of light beams shooting from the peak on rare days, events not captured by mainstream science. So, if this site was once an energy hub, who was it for? Could it be humans, gods? Who knows? There's also suppressed truths. I can hear C and J. However, I don't think J can hear. Yeah.
I can hear you.
You hear? Okay, good.
Yeah. So earlier I was trying to. I heard it going out, and then it finally went out completely, and then I tried to get a hold of you the other way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just seen the chats because I was doing a conspiracy, so I have a different.
No, I know, but it was funny because all I could hear was on the actual thing was me breathing and me talking to my dog, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to let you know the other way.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then so it's okay. It's
we're live, guys. We are live. Something happens. This is I truly believe. I think this is the first show ever we had where the mic completely dropped because we had shows where shit got fucked up.
Well, I heard it I heard the things earlier, and I didn't say anything, but because sometimes it does it when you're doing it, and I'm like, okay, it'll fix, and then it just went. I was like, oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll let you know next time because I hear the things. I'll let you know next time. Sorry.
Good. All good. All right. One other thing about Machu Picchu, it does also align with the global ley lines, the energetic pathways that connect to the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Stonehenge, Easter Island. So, could this all be global grid of ancient power centers? Who knows? But if Earth has a heartbeat, Machu Picchu may be one of its chakras. That's what people say. So, yeah, like always, guys, we definitely have to just keep our ears and eyes open and just, question everything. The idea that there were once people or beings who lived closer to divine in harmony with the cosmos, the earth, and energy itself. I mean, could that be? Of course. So, that could be ancient technology that's been suppressed from us. So, yeah. Stay curious, my friends, and let us move on out of our conspiracy of the night, which was Machu Picchu. And we are pretty much done with our show, it looks like. So let's move on and get into Jay's and mine final words of wisdom. What you got for them today, Jay?
Well, we were talking about Law 10 earlier. We brought up from Law 48 Laws of Power. So we'll go with Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Demonstrate your point rather than arguing. Arguing rarely changes anyone's mind, but people believe what they see. They're also less likely to be offended. Obviously, since we were talking about the 48 laws, I'm going with that one because you never want to stoop down to anyone's level. People are always going to try and bring you down to their level. You know what I mean? Especially with argument. Argument, verily, it's unnecessary. It's always better to just show rather than talk. You know what I'm saying? Always. So arguing just leads to a bunch of nonsense. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to do that because it's a part of their life. So to me, it's a total waste of time. Just, prove stuff with your actions. Always prove with your actions because then it'll leave a long lasting impression. You know what I'm saying? Because what you do with your actions, they could do with talking, and then guess where you're going? You're going here, they're going, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, always win with your actions. Definitely. You know what I mean? People always believe what they see rather than what they hear. Remember that.
Exactly.
For sure.
And going off of what you're saying to kind of close the show, in a world filled with noise, distractions, and opinions, your purpose is sacred, guys. Don't waste your divine energy arguing with those who aren't even aligned with your vision. True power comes not from fighting battles of ego, but from staying rooted in what calls your soul. Protect your energy. Surround yourself with people, places, and thoughts that elevate your frequency. The more aligned you are with your true interest and passion, the more the universe will mirror that back with abundance, opportunity, and peace. So, yeah, guys, always remember, don't waste words on people who deserve your silence. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. And that's said by Mandy Hale. So always, guys, we got to keep walking our paths. We got to protect our peace and attract what you are, because that's exactly what happens. What you put out is what you're going to get back from the universe. So if you're a good person with good intentions, good energy, you're going to be getting that back. But if you're somebody who's always negative, depressed, and just always looking at the negative of everything, then that's exactly what you're going to have in your life. So we got to stay grounded, we got to stay focused, and we got to stay divine. Got to stay always blessed, always thank the universe every morning for waking up and having another breath of this life, this precious thing we call life. So yeah, guys, that is our spiritual close. Health, wealth, and happiness. That is our motto for the show. So we always try to present that for you guys. So yeah, it is Thursday. We do not have any gym lives or nothing going on today for you, but tomorrow we will be back on for our podcast at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. So catch us then, and then after our podcast, or probably maybe before, we will also post a gym session for you guys as well. So catch that tomorrow. And until then, yeah, peace out, guys. Much love and shout out to the 55 people